Namaste. Sanskrit is one of the oldest languages in the world. It was spoken throughout ancient India and holds great importance in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. By studying Sanskrit, you get access to the vast spiritual and philosophical treasures of ancient India. So let's go over some of the most important Sanskrit words you should know to better understand the Dharmic religions. And bear in mind that a lot of these words don't have easy translations into English, but I've tried to explain them to you in the best way that I can. Namaste means hello, and the actual translation is I bow to the divine within you. It's a universal greeting used throughout South Asia and crosses boundaries of language and culture. Bhagwan means God. It's a term used to refer to the supersoul, or the ultimate reality, and the literal translation is blessed. Atma means soul, but it's not exactly the same thing as the soul that they mention in the Judeo-Christian traditions. Atma refers to the God that resides within me and all living creation. It is my ultimate nature. Gyan means knowledge. And it's not just simple factual knowledge, but rather knowledge about the ultimate reality. Karma means action, and refers to any action or thought that has a consequence. Bear in mind that in the Dharmic worldview, karma is a universal law, just like the law of gravity. Bhakti means devotion, and refers to devotion towards God, or forming an emotional connection with God. Yoga means union, and refers to a variety of physical, mental, and spiritual practices to unite yourself with the divine and better understand yourself. It also helps you maximize your body's potential for spiritual advancement. Now, I know in the Western world you're probably used to going to yoga and doing a bunch of physical poses, but actual yoga is much, much more than that. Guru means teacher, and does not refer to a regular teacher in a school, but rather a revered person who can remove your ignorance and lead you towards enlightenment. Shakti is power, and it's the divine energy that is the active nature of God. It's personified as the mother goddess. And an interesting fact is that in Hinduism, females on earth are regarded as a representation of God's power. Dharma is the path of righteousness. Out of all the words that we're going to go over today, this is perhaps the most difficult to define in English. But the best way to explain it to you is that it's the righteous way of living, or adhering to a moral code. And so, in ancient India, dharma was a way to refer to religion. So, in reality, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism are referred to as Hindu Dharma, Bodhi Dharma, Jain Dharma, and Sikh Dharma. Mantra is mind instrument. It's a combination of syllables that when thought of or spoken has a spiritual benefit. What's interesting about mantras is that as compared to shloks, which are prayers written by humans, mantras are thought to have existed forever and not be created by humans. So when humans were meditating, they encountered these mantras and then passed them down for generations. Dhyan is meditation. It's a state of decreasing outside stimuli and increasing concentration and self-awareness. Ahimsa means non-violence, and it's a practice of minimizing physical and emotional violence to all living beings. Practices of ahimsa include pacifism, being vegetarian, and trying your best not to insult others with your words. Avatar means incarnation. It's a term specific to Hinduism and refers to the descent of God onto earth to destroy evil and restore harmony. Now we know that in Hinduism, God is infinite and without a body. But whenever evil becomes too strong, God comes on earth himself to prove to humanity that he's always there for us. Nirvana means enlightenment. It refers to realizing your true nature and breaking through all illusions. The term has slightly different connotations in the various Dharmic religions. So for example, in Hinduism and Sikhism, Nirvana refers to realizing that God lives within you. In Jainism, Nirvana refers to realizing your true infinite self. And in Buddhism, Nirvana refers to realizing the true impermanence of everything. Moksha means liberation. It refers to no longer being bound to the material world and reaching the divine. Now, moksha and nirvana are sometimes used interchangeably, but there actually is a difference between these two words. Someone can attain nirvana and still be alive, but attaining moksha means you are no longer bound to your physical body and you have escaped the cycle of reincarnation. So now that you know some basic Sanskrit vocabulary, you can better understand Dharmic teachings. Thanks for watching, have a blessed day, and Namaste.